So what do you think of as the core of the moral enterprise of this?
Well, I think it's a good question. I think there are two answers to it, two fundamental answers. One is the one you alluded to. So we run public, not charter school, high school, early colleges that reach underserved populations, 2 in New York City, 2 full high schools, a 1-year college prep program in the Harlem Children's Zone, a full high school in Newark, 1 in Cleveland, we're opening 1 in Baltimore, and a 1-year program in New Orleans. We're a private college, unendowed, and we're running these public institutions.
Is this, by the way, just as a practical question, is this an affordable expense for a school like Bard that is barely surviving?
It's the wrong question.
Because?
Precisely because you have nothing to lose. The people that are risk averse are the rich, who become like Fafner in The Ring. You know, in Wagner's Ring, the gold is cursed, and the 2 brothers fight each other over the gold. Fasolt gets killed, Fafner gets the gold. And what does he do? From the viewer's point of view, for another 12 hours, which is all of Walküre and most of Siegfried, but in real life for a long time, until Siegfried becomes mature, right? He sits immobilized, having turned himself into a dragon guarding the gold. So what was the gold for?
So you have the great advantage of not being weighed down by all that excess endowment.
Yes. But I think the credit goes to the trustees, really, who said one thing to me when they hired me: either make this a great institution or it has no reason to exist. It's not a country club. It doesn't have its own, has alumni, and growing alumni are very loyal, but never had wealthy alumni that sort of supported it, the way many institutions in the United States have thrived. It's not affordable, but we've had many good philanthropic partners in Cleveland and Baltimore in particularly, and in Newark as well. We were beneficiaries of the Zuckerberg money, and we've raised a fair amount of money. So in the city of New York alone, we've raised around $30 million for the city. Now, a portion of that we've had to fund ourselves, which we can't afford to do. But it's the right thing to do, and we are better for it. So we have thousands of young people coming to the 9th grade and then finishing at the end of the 12th grade 2 full years of college.
And do many of them, by the way, go on to Bard, or some significant number?
Very few, about 8.
So it's not as if it's a kind of a feeder institution.
No, that would be self-interested. So if you do a reform, it's like printing money. That you believe your money has value is just self-delusion. Yeah. But someone else takes your money and converts your currency into their currency, then you know it has value. So these kids go to all kinds of institutions all over the country. So we do that. We also have the largest prison education program in the country. We have 300 prisoners getting BA degrees, and we've spawned prison programs all over the country, not only in New York State, but with Notre Dame in Indiana, on the West Coast, and in Connecticut and Iowa.
And my understanding is those are pretty rigorous programs.
Very.
And you're not saying, well, we know these guys can't do the work, so we're going to just give them something that they'll pass.
So if I did a quiz, we just had a commencement where Cardinal Dolan spoke in a maximum security prison in New York, and we gave something, 25 BAs, right? We gave AA degrees too. Half of them graduated in mathematics.
Really?
Yes.
How
Now, if
gratifying.
we want to really puncture liberal prejudices, ask the question: what would maximum security prisoners, most of whom are African American and of color, what field would they graduate in? The choice would not be mathematics, but it is. So these are excellent programs.